So I was just a cord away from not being able to do any reviews today for Arslan, Baby Steps, or Yamada because my mic decided to fuck up on me. So I got up like an hour and a half ago and all that, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, and I noticed my mic wasn't working. Like, I was in the middle of, working and, making the video, and all of a sudden I realized the mic wasn't working. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then I noticed it wasn't recording audio, so I did different tests with the mic, and it wasn't working, and for some reason it would work sometimes, so I started fiddling with the cord, and guess what? The cord is fucking bad. Thank God I bought another Blue Yeti a while back, months ago, around Christmas, just as a backup, in case something like this happened, and yeah, I had a backup Blue Yeti cord, thankfully, because if not, I wouldn't be able to do reviews today, so I'm gonna have to go buy another backup cord. Anyways, I guess you guys don't really care about that. You want to hear the review of Arslan. But yeah, I was really close to not being able to do reviews today. So, anyways, this episode of Arslan, I have to say, I am loving our king, and I am loving our main character. Like, they're the same person, but I'm loving him, because he's showing great qualities as a king, especially in this episode. For one thing, the huge quality you want to just take place and just, bring out from this episode is towards the ending, to where he mourns the loss of the dead. That is a big thing for a king to do. It shows you that the king is respectful. He cares about the dead. He's respectful towards his enemies in general, and that is something to be honored. So, just from that scene alone, from this episode, Arslan is going to be a very compassionate, stern, but great man in the future. That's what you can pull out of that ending segment of this episode. And as we've been seeing for the past couple episodes, especially with, like last week's episode, you had to where Arslan was being tested if he was going to save his men or not, like go to save his towns that were innocent and being killed by Karlan. And so it showed you his different qualities as a king. So like every individual episode so far we have seen with Arslan, he's kind of learned something new, or something we have learnt about him that allows us to understand that he's worthy enough to be a king, because he is caring, compassionate, he cares about his loyal followers, his subjects, and he won't let them die for no fucking reason. So yeah, just this episode, very beautiful, just showcasing something like that. Now, getting into the little details of the episode, the majority of the episode kind of where Narcis, he sets up a plan, or a trap for Karlan's army. Like, Karlan's army has like 1,000 men in it, like 1,000 or a couple thousand men in it, and, or like an army of 5, like 5 or 6, topple an army of 1,000, and I'm thinking like, oh shit, so like this is like, 300, the movie 300, that's kind of what it was, like 5 to 6 people just taking down an entire army of 1,000. That's crazy. That's really crazy. It really is. I mean, only a really experienced, like, veteran when it comes to battlefield tactics and stuff like that and strategy could possibly pull off something that was done in this episode, because there was a lot of interesting things used in this outcome of the battle. You had to where Narcissus, he was using the morale against his enemy. He was using it to where he was throwing them off to where they thought that there was hundreds of people surrounding them, and then he used, the notoriety of the name of one of his fellow friends to be able to scare off the army. And so all the tactics used in this episode was just showing you the brains of Narcissus and how he's going to be a very scary general in the future. Like, he's someone you do not want to play chess with. Like, he'll cheat. You'll assume he's cheating because he's just too damn fucking smart. That's kind of what we see in this episode. So yeah, Narcissus, oh my, he is a lot better than I thought. Like, just to see that, what he did in this episode, what he demonstrated, damn. Now, we come to find out I guess the identity of the White Mask dude. The dude that has been around since, like, the first or second episode that's, been killing people. We come to find out that that dude is related to the other king, Arslan's father. And we kind of now find out why the White Mask guy is trying to come after the throne, because he's like the one true king. He's like the Baratheons, he wants to have the throne. He's like, I'm the one true king. The one true king that'll sit on the Iron Throne. So, I mean, that's kind of what's going on in this episode. I mean, he's pissed off. He's betrayed. He should be kind of dead. He decides, you know what, I'm going after that throne. I want to get it. And yeah, that's the main cause, the motive of our villain of the series. And I wonder what Arslan's gonna do about that, because, I mean, if you think about it, the dude, if he really is the true king, he has a right to be on the throne. I mean, if it was taken from him and stuff, he has all rights to be on the throne. So, you can't really, you know, argue about that. So, wonder what Arslan's gonna do. Like, I mean, the dude's caused misery and death, so I don't think personally Arslan will like that, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Overall, though, the episode of Arslan, very, very good, very nice. Great animation, especially in some segments. Oh my god. There wasn't a lot of CGI in this episode, so that's good. I mean, the CGI's usage was limited down in this episode, and it mainly just focused on the role of Arslan and getting 2 new people to help him out. Oh yeah, and speaking of that, Arslan is using a bow now. Now, I don't know which one came first. I don't know, like, if Arslan or Yona came first, okay? Don't slit my throat for, you know, saying something. Just, like I said once again, or once before, a lot of Akatsuki no Yona vibes, because now Arslan has fucking a bow. He's got a bow. He's got a bow. And Yona, bow, just, it's funny. Like I said, don't slit my throat, because I don't know which one came first. Don't kill me, just because I'm comparing it or saying, you know, it reminds me of Akatsuki no Yona, even if, you know, Arslan did it first. I'm just vibes. That's it. So yeah, it's very funny just getting to see something like that, you know, with, you know, last season with, you know, Yona being one of the better series of last year, and then seeing this, damn. So tell me your thoughts. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.